between the Indianapolis Colts and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in uptown Charlotte. A short time ago, a scene that never fails to stir up the folks here in Charlotte. Cam Newton strutting his way onto the field. His guys are fired up as they get set to go toe-to-toe with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. They will be led out by their starting quarterback since his arrival back in 2011. It's Cam Newton.
One of the great physical specimens that's ever played the quarterback position in the NFL is not just the numbers that he generates, it's the threat of what he can do. You have to play him not just for the pass, but for the run. And getting him on the ground in either situation, a very difficult task for any defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On first down, Newton. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Whoosh. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. John Simon in on the stop. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
To throw is Newton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Margus Hunt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 4th down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They snap it to Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think the teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your...
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, here's Love. Room here to run. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On first down, it's Love. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 50, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. On 2nd down, Anderson. No jumping over. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Good play action, hit him over the top.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Here's Madden, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a touchdown apiece. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Luck on 1st down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometime.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school. I can do this. until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. On 2nd and 10, Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
So, statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work,
encroachment,
defense. Boy, you wish you hadn't.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Yeah. Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here's Locke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. Third down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the gap.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough. All game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander and just...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K1 Short, able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. third down. It's Mack, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Carolina getting set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.